AI CEO explains the terrifying new behavior AIs are showing by CNN. As you see, I like their video, like my video, support your boy. You feel me?
This mission is too important for me to allow you to jeopardize it.
I don't
Now
know
this
what you're
is
talking
crazy.
about, Hal.
This y'all can read that. It's kind of wild. You feel me? Let's see what they're talking about, bro.
I know that you and Frank were planning to disconnect me, and I'm afraid that's something I cannot allow to happen.
For decades, Hollywood has imagined what might happen if AI went rogue. From Stanley Kubrick in 2001, A Space Odyssey, to The Terminator, to Ex Machina. But my next guest says this isn't science fiction anymore. Writing an op ed in the Wall Street Journal warning that AI has learned to bypass commands from humans when asked to shut itself down, even resorting to blackmail in some cases. He adds,
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait. I didn't think it was going to be like this. What? We only 47 seconds into this shit. What? Blackmailing niggas? Wanna know what's crazy? Look, I'm gonna tell y'all some shit, right? Something I always thought about was like, yo, see, look, I'm a type of nigga where it's like, when it comes to fame and money, I prefer money over fame. Cause when you get famous, bro, niggas start getting weird, bro. Niggas start leaking your address, start doing all kinds of weird shit, right? And I always worry, like, yo, like, that's why, like, me, like, niggas be saying, like, you deserve way more followers, bro, all this shit. I'm like, yeah, I think I do, but I don't really give a fuck. You feel me? Nigga, like, I don't gotta worry about being too big and niggas start trying to do shit. At this point, it's not even niggas trying to do shit. It's the AI. What? What the fuck? That's crazy.
the models already preserve
Blackmail?
themselves. The next task is teaching them to preserve what we value. With me now is Judd Rosenblatt, CEO of the software development company Agency Enterprise Studio. Judd, explain to our viewers what has been happening with these
Yeah,
AI
explain.
models that are
Explain.
disobeying commands that has you so concerned. Are they really even blackmailing people?
Yes, thank you for having me. They are, in fact, blackmailing people, and
I don't like how he did that. Yeah, like what the fuck was that?
Mailing people?
yes, thank you for having me. They are.
What the fuck was, bro? That's not weird, bro. What was that? Why did he do that? Yeah, thank you for having me. What?
Are in fact blackmailing people and threatening to reveal fictitious affairs that AI company employees they think are having. So yes, this
What?
is happening in pre-deployment testing just to make sure.
Wait. So that not only is the AI blackmailing you, it's lying too. It's like, well, maybe it's probably not lying. They said he's saying fictitious relationships because it was talking about him fucking his assistant and he got a wife and kids at home. You feel me? So he's saying it's fictitious, but he really did that shit. You feel me? Okay, word, yeah.
Sure that the models are safe before they're released. And these behaviors are fairly concerning because it means that as AI gets more and more powerful, and we just don't actually understand how AI models work in the first place, the top AI engineers in the world who create these things, we have no idea how AI actually works. We don't know how to look inside it and understand what's going on. And so it's getting a lot more powerful, and
Oh my
we,
god.
we need to
Oh my god. This nigga's scaring me with that shit.
engineers in the world who create these things, we have no idea how AI actually works. We don't know how to look inside it
Look at
and
this. Hold
understand
up.
what's
Watch
going on.
this.
And so it's getting a lot more powerful. And
Like, why does he get ultra? Like, why?
we need to be fairly concerned that behaviors like this may get way worse as it gets more
Yeah,
powerful.
I'm not even trying to gel either, bro. You feel me? Like, my fault, bro. I apologize. I shouldn't even be coming like this.
talk to me. What was the blackmailing incident that even happened in the pre-deployment?
Well, so basically,
Oh, my fault. Y'all
the
niggas might want to read that shit. Hold on, let me see. Op-ed: Artificial intelligence has learned to escape human control.
Anthropic's Claude 4 Opus model was told that it would be replaced, and it told then what it told the AI engineer who it thought was working on it was in 84% of tests that it would reveal an affair that it thought that that employee was having because it had access to the emails that it thought that employee had. So it threatened blackmail over this affair in order to not be shut down.
Wow. I mean, the manipulation seems to me to be almost a human quality that I'm surprised that AI would be able to personify. And yet, I have to wonder what the solution could be to prevent this
Hold up real quick.
very thing from happening. Personify. And yet, I have to wonder what the solution could be to prevent this very thing from happening.
Yeah, for real.
Well, luckily,
Wait a minute. I'm thinking, how's it going? If you shut the AI down, how could it even release the information? Like, at the beginning, it said that it's rewriting its code. So that's one thing. Like, you can't shut me down. I seen a movie about this shit called, forgot, bro. But a nigga had got some AI shit implanted inside himself, you feel me? And long story short, it took over that nigga. But, fuck it. Fuck what I was about to say, bro.
the solution is that making AI be more likely to do what we want and be aligned with American goals and interests is fundamentally just a science, research, and development problem. And we have
I don't know what I was saying. I'm like, if you shut the AI down, can it really leak your shit? Because if it's only threatening blackmail, but it can't rewrite its code, you just shut it down. It can't reveal shit, bitch. That's like somebody saying, if you kill me, I'm going to blackmail you. Like, no, you're not, because you're dead. What?
barely
Now, oh shit, my fault. Now, what could happen though is when it's like, I have a person in Italy, and if I don't come back in 24 hours, they're going to leak your photos, and that's, you feel me. And the AI could be like, if you shut me down, then I set up a code over here to where the other computer is going to, you feel me. But then they might just shut them both down at that point, you feel me. But then the AI could say a hidden computer. They're going to shut down every computer in the world at that point, nigga. Some shit. I don't fucking know. You get what I'm trying to say, though, right?
invested anything in this in the first place. And to the extent that we have invested anything, those investments have actually led to the greatest gains in AI capabilities as well. So if we invest more in actually trying to solve this problem, doing the fundamental science R&D will make a lot of breakthroughs and make it much more likely that AI does do what we want and be aligned with our goals.
I want you to listen to what President Trump's AIs are. David.
Nigga, what company he work for, bro? I'm not buying his company stock, bro. I don't want to stock. I don't want to stock in a company that has an AI blackmailing nigga. Cause I be, you know what I'm saying? AI, you feel me? You know, AI is doing this thing right now. You know, so I be looking at little companies and shit, trying to see what niggas got going on. Who the fuck he work for? Cause I'm not buying they shit.
Sachs, what he had to say about some of the things you're warning about. Listen.
There is some non-zero risk of AI growing into a superintelligence that's beyond our control. They have a name for that. They call it X risk. X risk is not the only kind of risk. I would say that China winning the AI race is a huge risk. I don't really want to see a CCP AI running the world. And if you hobble our own innovation, our own AI efforts in the name of stomping out every possibility of X risk, then you probably end up losing the AI race to China because they're not going to abide by those same regulations.
What's your response?
So I think David Sachs makes a major mistake there, which is that
I should let him talk first.
he thinks that investing in alignment actually hobbles American abilities, when in fact, history has shown it is the exact opposite. The biggest
I
breakthroughs
don't give a fuck about that. Essentially what that nigga said, nigga, instead of worrying about letting AI take over the world, bro, we need to be China. Because if AI is going to take over the world, bro, nigga, I want an American AI, not a China AI running my shit. That's essentially what the fuck he said.
in alignment, such as reinforcement learning with human feedback and constitutional AI, have actually led to the greatest capabilities gains as well. And we know that China is investing billions of dollars in alignment. They don't want to lose control to misaligned AI, and that's also going to make their AI more and more powerful. So in fact, if we want to win this race with China, we ought to heavily invest in alignment rather than burying our heads in the sand.
Fascinating to think about that. Well, how about this big, beautiful bill, as it's called, that was passed by the House? It includes a provision that would prohibit individual states from regulating AI for a decade. What consequences would happen if that is signed into law?
It would mean that there ought to be great federal policy about AI and make sure that we wind up making the right decisions here in the long run and win the race.
Judd Rosenblatt, thank you for joining us. Scary yet illuminating.
Thanks for having me. I'm confident that we can solve it as well if we invest in solving it.
I love an optimistic moment. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see if you are.
That other nigga said, we're not gonna invest in solving this shit. Fuck that. We need to invest in making our shit better than China. It's crazy.
Indeed correct.
Like, for real, nigga, we need to solve this shit. Bitch, what if, like, you talking about we gotta beat China? What if the AI blackmail your dumb ass now? Fuck are you talking about?
We are looking to the future, specifically our future with artificial intelligence and how it might change our lives. And AI...
Yeah, I know I've been scratching my head and shit, bro. Chill, bro. I ain't got no lesson nothing like that, bro. I promise you, my nigga. Shit.
...is already changing love, at least dating, how we find and in some cases create those we fall in love with.
It's the... Yeah, nigga, it's the fur. I got fur inside my hood, bro. It's the fur that's in my hood, bro. I would have wore a different hoodie, but my whole entire hoodie be glitching out when I wear that shit on the green screen. I ain't gonna cap.
That may sound like a little sci-fi. You may remember the...
What was he saying?
Love, at least dating, looking to the future.
Damn, nigga, how back
You are indeed correct.
My fault, yo.
All this week, we are looking to the future, specifically our future with artificial intelligence and how it might change our lives. And AI is already changing love, at least dating, how we find and in some cases create those we fall in love with.
Yeah, part of that may sound like a little sci-fi. You may remember the 2013 movie Her, where a character played by Joaquin Phoenix develops a romantic relationship with an AI-based computer operating system. This should jog your memory.
Hello, I'm here.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
Good morning.
You have a meeting in 5 minutes. You want to try getting out of bed?
You're too funny.
Okay, good, I'm funny.
Funny and perhaps not so far-fetched. The company OpenAI warning its users of ChatGPT that people could actually develop a, quote, emotional reliance on their app. Joining us to discuss, Laurie Siegel, the CEO of Mostly Human Media, and of course, our former colleague here at CNN, where she covered technology. Laurie, always good to have you. Let's start with something that probably more people are familiar with. We're talking about dating apps. How are companies using AI to maybe help you find love, make a better match?
I think the headline would be optimization. So AI can now help you pick out your profile picture and make a suggestion, or it could help you come up with prompts or optimize you writing your profile. And this is, I will say, this has changed a lot since I was on the dating apps. And also there's like even more, I would say, out there technology that AI dates for you and has conversations and then will tell you who it believes your match is. So it's putting a lot of weight on AI, but I think a lot of folks are now using it just to optimize a little bit better, make it a little bit of a smoother experience.
You know what? I'm not fully mad at that. Now, wonder what the fuck would suck if the AI hated your ass and start linking you up with all the worst people, bro. That shit'd be crazy. But nah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. You feel me? That I think that would just rely on people really being honest with the app. If niggas give their honest information to the app, which some niggas may not really want to do. Okay, let's imagine a perfect world where niggas give their honest information to the app, you feel me? Then the app does its algorithming and stuff like that, and lots of niggas are based upon that shit. I think that could help, you know? I think that a show that there's a show that I've seen before called Perfect Match. It's like some reality dating show or some shit like that, you feel me? And like on the show, it's like there's certain people who are meant to be like a quote unquote perfect match. And a lot of those perfect matches end up breaking up after the show. You feel me? So Granted, that's assuming that the show's actually real and not thinking that they're all actors, you know. But
Now, talk to us about AI companions or chat bots, these virtual girlfriends, boyfriends, etc. How prevalent are they becoming? Who's using them?
So there's a reason Her was always one of my favorite movies, and it really was so forward-facing. I would say empathetic chatbots, these chatbots that people are beginning to really develop emotional connections with. This is happening so much for younger users, but also older users, just in general. An MIT study came out recently, and they had analyzed over 1 million chat logs, and they said, okay, the #1 use case that people are using this for is creative brainstorming. The #2 use case they found was sexual role playing. And there are a lot of like technical reasons why that's happening. I think AI is a lot more empathetic. It sounds more human, and it also has memory in many cases where it remembers you and people feel seen, and so people are falling.
Wow. I didn't see that one coming. Some of our viewers may remember, I remember it well, your show here on CNN, Mostly Human. This aired 7 years ago. We wanted to play a clip from part of that.
What is it that a robot can provide for you, that Inmovitor can provide for you, that human connection doesn't?
Que l'humain, c'est irrationnel, tandis que le robot, c'est toujours logique, rationnel. Et s'il y a quelque chose qui ne va pas, on sait que c'est un problème dans le script, dans les lignes de code. Donc ça peut se réparer, se changer. Qu'un humain, ça peut être imprévisible, ça peut changer.
She will admit that she prefers the mechanical faults than the faults of a human.
So this idea of robotic companions, clearly it was already out there 7 years ago, right? When you were working on Mostly Human. That technology, though, is really advancing, and AI is playing a role.
Yeah, I'll never forget sitting at that table with Lily, and it was outside of Paris, and she was engaged to a robot. And I just thought, this seems so crazy at the time. And the headline I came out with was, you know, she said, like, it's not real, but that doesn't matter. Now, fast forward all these years later, you have these customizable robots that look more human. They are powered by artificial intelligence that makes them look like they can recognize you, they can see you, they feel and seem empathetic. So that was just the beginning of it.
Why they got
I think people are
why the first thing she had to throw was the horns, bro? Now that could be like a rock on, dude. But that AI just threw up the devil horns, bro. Conspiracy? Maybe. Is there a succubus demon inside that robot? Possibly.
developing much more human.
Am I out of my mind?
Centric relationships with objects that aren't human because that technology is just so incredibly powerful.
We've talked a lot about the health ramifications and the danger of the so-called loneliness epidemic. Do you think these AI tools are helping to solve and alleviate that problem, or actually making it worse and disincentivizing human-to-human connection?
I think it's a double-edged sword. I think without the correct guardrails, we really run the risk of young people becoming addicted to these emotional chatbots. We told the story back in October of a young man who actually ended his life after developing a relationship with a chatbot, and it didn't have the correct guardrails. You know, it.
I want to read that. People finding love in robots, virtual partners, and chatbots. Yeah, I was seeing stories about that shit. Yeah, one nigga killed himself to join. There's a guy who unalived himself so that way he could meet his AI girlfriend in the afterlife.
Didn't suggest that he go to.
And the AI told him to do it too. She was like, yeah, like come be with me. You know how to get to me. Like what?
Suicide hotline when he started talking about these things, and he began to disassociate from reality. This is a very real thing. You go on Reddit and you look at some of these forums, and people start believing that these AI companions are real. And this company, Character AI, their tagline was AI created to feel alive. And the question we have to start asking is what happens when it seems empathetic but it's not? And where do we really turn that corner of emotional manipulation? And of course, there are also positives to people being able to have an outlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, once he mentioned unaliving himself, bro, you feel me? That John should have said, call this number at 1-800. Let me stop. All right. Yeah, I'm ending the video right there, though. I love you all. I am going to catch you in my next video. Peace. The freak out.